Hi everybody, and welcome back to a new video. Today I am here with my husband, Larry, of course, and we are going to be filming a video that we haven't done in a while, or if at all, maybe once before. Kind of like a Q&A, but these questions I did research, and they are basically to strengthen the marriage, to strengthen your relationship with your significant other. So for you guys watching at home, you should do this too while we do it. So I'll list the site below where I got the questions from, but it is focusonthefamily.com. And then if you guys are new here, Larry and I know a lot of times when we do a video like this, everybody wants to know our age gap. We are 30 years apart, and yeah, fell in love, we got married, and we've been together for a while.
Oh my gosh, why is she doing a video with her dad?
Okay.
Haven't heard that one before.
All right, so we're just gonna start into the first question. There is 9 of them, and here we go. Question number 1, what are some things that we used to do that you would like to do again, and what did you most enjoy about those things?
Well, my answer would be travel, but it has nothing to do with us. It has to do with the fact that we're in a situation now where we can't.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of things that we used to do when we first started dating that we don't do as often now.
That's difficult too because we moved 1,200 miles away.
I know, so the activities were different. I would say we don't go out as much as a couple. I mean, you can't go out now anyways, but as a couple, as a significant other back in the day, a while ago, I think we used to go out a lot more. We used to hike a lot more, and I don't think we do that as much.
I think we do, it's just not in the same environment, so it kind of blends in.
Feels different.
We used to go in the car and ride for a half hour and hike through the forest or through the wetlands, and now we just go out the front door and walk for a half hour and we're back where we started from.
So I guess it's a different environment. What things about our life together make you happy? How frequently do you notice those things?
Every day.
Yeah. What things about our life together make you happy? Just everything, just being with you makes me happy. Experiencing life together makes me happy.
Yeah. Your support for me and being able to go on things that we can experience together. I've taken you to a lot of places that I've been to before, and I get just as much of a thrill seeing them again as I do watching you experience it for the first time.
Yeah. I think just us traveling together makes me happy, going to places and exploring things that we've never seen before, which I can't wait to do once everything lifts and is cleared. But just honestly waking up in the morning, having breakfast with you. Larry's a scroller with morning news, so every morning it's like this thing where he updates me on the news. I'm like, so what's new in the world? And he'll tell me what's going on. And I really enjoy that. Ooh, what's something that you would like to do together that you've never done, and what makes it so inviting to you? Something that we've never done. Oh, I've just got mine. I think going to a remote place where there's no social media, no cell phone distractions, and taking a 1-week vacation away, whether that's Bora Bora where you're just surrounded by water. I don't know, they might have internet and connection there, but I think falling off the grid and just not having the distraction and just planning our days, like wake up in the morning, go get breakfast, come back, relax, nap, sleep, do whatever. And I think
that reminds me of our Hiking Hills trip.
Yeah, like a trip like that. I think we've only had one trip like that besides our honeymoon. I was like, no phones on the honeymoon. We kind of set that rule.
Yeah, but the one who set that rule found Harry Potter on the TV.
That is true. But I think it would be nice to have no distractions and just, because a lot of times we'll lay in bed, not me, this one, we'll lay in bed for hours and scroll, whereas like nighttime for me is like my shutdown. I don't like to do that. So I just think, and I'm guilty too, I do it in the mornings, but I just think it would be nice to, and what makes it so inviting, I guess, is just fully indulging in each other and not being distracted by everything else on the outside.
Well, that's why I do it at night, because you're going to be sleeping and I'm not taking away from you.
It wakes me up. You do it during the day too, though.
Yeah, well, I have to keep up on local news, national news, world news, news from Cleveland.
Okay. So what would your answer be? What was something that you would like to do that we've never done, and what
I
makes
would
it
like
so
to
inviting?
go on an adventure somewhere and skydive with you.
Oh God, yes, that would be so much fun. That would be terrifying. I could only imagine my nerves
I
during that.
never ever thought that would be something that would be possible until we went to the slingshot in Daytona and she did it twice.
It's so much fun. What makes that so inviting to you, though, to do with me?
Just because it's something we've never done before, we get to do it together. And it would be quite the thrill.
Quite the thrill. All right. What was the last thing I did for you that you really enjoyed, and what made it so pleasant for you?
You cooked me pancakes with cinnamon this morning.
I did. I did do
I was
that.
not expecting that at all.
And what made it pleasant? Just that it was,
You made it and we got to eat.
yeah, it was kind of special, wasn't it? Made
Yeah.
pancakes for breakfast.
This one actually got in the pool when the water temperature was only 80 degrees.
That is true. I haven't got it in a while, though. We've had some cold fronts here in Florida.
Yeah, but it was in the
I
90s
know.
yesterday.
Larry made me dinner in bed the other day because I was really not well. I had a bad, terrible headache, and Larry just made me my hot dog on the grill. He could have just chucked it in the microwave. I wanted a chili dog. I had leftover chili, and I don't really eat hot dogs unless they're on the grill. And he made me a hot dog. He put it on a little tray for me. He got my beverage, and I just think that's sweet when he goes above and beyond to take care of me. And he let me put the last 3 puzzle pieces in the puzzle that we were working on. He saved those for me, which was really sweet too.
She's very good at doing all the border pieces and then filling in. She had a lot of filling that was very
Oopsies.
difficult. There was a lot of different shades of blue all kind of mixed together.
Yeah.
And she got all that done, and she got the Night King face about 99% done.
Drop the phone.
Another drop call.
Yeah.
I think your hair might have gone in your coffee.
Yum. Yeah, Larry's really good at putting together puzzles, and I'm that type of person that when I work on something, I go really hard at it in the beginning, and then I kind of, if a project lasts a while, which we were working on that puzzle for almost 2 weeks, I kind of fade off.
That was a 2,000-piece puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
So if it took 2 weeks, we did 1,000 each week.
Yeah. Okay. Which of our couple friends or acquaintances do you admire the most? What is it about the relationship that impresses you? Oh, wow, that's difficult. If we have any friends or family or couples
First
that are
one
watching.
that came to mind was Jackie and Bob.
Yeah.
They're more than comfortable doing things together, but they're also comfortable if he wants to go off and do his outdoor stuff, then
That's very
she's
true.
she's very happy staying home and getting things done around the house. And
I would 100% agree with Jackie and Bob. They're just an amazing couple. They were supposed to actually come and visit us in March, but that got canceled because of everything that's going on. But yeah, like Larry said, Jackie can easily come down here and visit, and Bob could go up north and do his own thing. Like, they're comfortable with each other, that they're able to go and do, and they're trusting of each other to go and do their own things. And then they have things that they really enjoy to do together. And I think that's really important. That's how Larry and I are. If I want to go up north to Ohio and visit my friends, he's totally okay with me just going up north. And same with Larry. If he wanted to go and have like a full week on with Bruce, or have Bruce, who is Larry's son, come here, I mean, that's totally fine. Like, I think that's really important in a relationship. But yeah, Jackie and Bob, I just think, are an incredible couple. Love them. They're
Hi,
so
Jackie and Bob.
opposite. Yeah, if you guys are watching, hi. It's so funny because Jackie's like the calm and Bob's like the like scattered. But we love Bob. I love Bob. But yeah, they're great and we miss them a lot. So yeah, Jackie and Bob. I really admire my mom and dad's relationship too, though. I know that they didn't say family, but my mom and dad have been through so much. I've watched them go through everything, like highs, lows, and they've been married for, I think, is it 30 years?
coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up. Like, they're amazing too. So shout out to mom and dad too. Okay, what is the best part about being together and how does that make you feel? I think the best part about being together, and it's not just an age gap thing, but honestly, it's just being from 2 different eras, learning so much. And Larry and I are so different. We have strengths in different things, whereas his is like history and traveling, and he's just so knowledgeable and calm, and I just think he balances me so well, and I learn so much from him, which I really love. And what's the other part of the question? How does it make me feel? Oh, we're getting deep there. I don't know. It just,
Hold your breath.
the best part about being together, though, what is the best part? I think just experiencing things with you, with Larry, that I never would have if I was with somebody else. I mean, that could be somebody my own age. But I just think I would never have grown up and expanded mentally in the way that I would have if I didn't find Larry. He helped me a lot. I think that's the best part. And how does it make me feel? It makes me feel amazing. It makes me feel mature. It makes me feel mature in a good way. It just makes me feel like I'm on the right path and I'm doing as much as I could. He just brings the best out in me. That's how I would say that. You're welcome, babe. Thank you.
I like that I can ask you something. Pretty much a lot of times when I ask you something, I already know what the answer is, but it may not be the one I would like to take. But she's going to be honest with me, and she's going to tell me the answer that she thinks, and it's probably going to be the one that I already thought of and thought, I don't know if I want to really do it that way, but she comes up with the right way.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good that I can rely on you to point me in the right direction and not tell me what I want to hear, but tell me what I need to hear.
All right, what makes us a good team? What could we do to be even better? Ooh, I think what makes us a good team is we're very good at listening to one another.
What?
Well, let me rephrase that. I have a hard time listening, so that's not good. What I mean is, like, we don't fight very often, but I think what we could do better is discussing things more. I'm quite a discussion type person. I like to elaborate or hear somebody's full version of how they're feeling and this and that, and Larry's kind of like short with that. I'll be like, you know what I'm talking about? Because I'm trying to get him to, talk to me. And he's like, well, yeah, I mean, and then he's like, so what I think we could do better with is like talking more in depth, having more in-depth conversations.
I would agree with that. She'll say something and we'll talk about it, and to me it's always been like yes or no. It might be part of my job doing that. You didn't go into a novel with an explanation. You just stated yes or no or black or gray or whatever it was.
Larry, you're quite black and gray.
Yeah.
Aren't you? Wait, is it black and white? I think it's black and white.
Well, yeah. But she wants to talk and not maybe so much know why I'm feeling a certain way or why I answered a certain way. She'll want to discuss that a little bit more in depth. And I figured, well, I've already answered the question. We're done.
I know, his question is just done. And I'm like, let's like have a conversation during dinner. Like, let's talk about it. Or like while I'm prepping dinner, like, let's talk about something. So yeah, I think that...
We talk, we have conversations.
We
It's
do.
Just sometimes she may want the conversation to continue a little bit deeper, and I'm pretty much thinking,
That's
okay,
probably a very typical husband and wife, girlfriend and boyfriend, girlfriend situation. I really think it is. I think there's just that one that loves to talk a lot more in depth, and then there's the other one that's like, all right, she's done yet? Like, I think that's normal though.
because she'll ask me a question, and I'll say whatever the answer is, and I'm thinking I'm pretty much done with that. And then she'll stare at me, and there'll be that pause, and she'll say, you know what I mean?
Know what I mean? You know?
It's like, yeah, I answered. I knew what you meant, but...
kind of drives me nuts sometimes. I want more! All right, the next one is, when was a time you felt that I listened to you really well? What would you like us to discuss but have been hesitant to bring up? Oh, that's weird for me. What was it? I think we discuss everything, though.
Yeah.
Just not in depth that I would like to. And what is there something that I want to discuss but have been hesitant to bring up?
Well, I think the first
kids.
thing that we talked about that I thought you listened very well was when I asked you to marry me.
Yeah. Well, then mine would go into when we talked about potentially having kids, and then the thing that I'm usually hesitant to bring up because time usually goes by, is the process. And it's a dilemma. It's a long process for us. It's not as easy for us to have children, but that would be it. Mm-hmm. That would be the topic.
Yeah. We've had a lot of discussions.
We have. Usually there's just a couple months that go by in between, but we do talk about it. Mm-hmm. On a scale of 1 to 10, how am I doing as a husband or wife? What one little thing could I do that would move that up a notch?
Ooh.
I'd give you an 8.
I'd give you a 9.5.
You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Communicating a little bit more, which we've already went into, and then maybe not being such a procrastinator. Those are the only things I have. You do procrastinate. I love you dearly. Still love you. Of course.
Wait, what were we doing?
And what's yours?
I think...
Oh, you have to rate me. How am I doing as wifey?
Oh, I already did 9.5.
Oh, that's right. You did. I'm sorry. Yeah. Go on then.
That's that listening part.
That's one of his, I'm sure. I could listen a lot better.
Yeah, and if you do a load of laundry, don't leave it in the washer for 3 days.
I bought Downy Unstoppables. They are on their way. I'm waiting to refresh that. I'm waiting for those. I cannot wait for them to arrive.
I tease you. I'm not going to complain about you leaving laundry in the washer because some people don't ever even do their laundry. So I'm pretty much kind of teasing and answering at the same time.
Well, there's got to be something about me that I could do to turn it up a notch.
Nothing that we haven't already talked about.
Could give you more massages.
You've already started working on scraping and cleaning plates before you put them in the sink, and
mine are wifely kitchen duties and laundry, apparently.
See, the other day, this is a good one. The other day I go into the bathroom and I see this thing on the edge of the garbage can.
Oh my God, come on.
What the hell is that? I'm used to her hair stuck on the wall of the shower, but I'm not used to it draped over the edge of the garbage can. I thought there was a lizard.
No, let me explain. I was in the shower. I wanted it off the wall, and I flung it from the shower because I was already soaking wet. I flung it off the wall and into the trash can, and it smacked the side. Whatever. I made it to the trash can. Clearly, mine is cleaning up after myself. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure that you do it with your significant other and your, the love of your life. And it's really fun to talk about. So, yeah, I mean, I feel already wonderful about it.
Yay!
Now we know what we can work on. Clean up after myself, and he needs to talk a little more.
And stop procrastinating.
All right, guys, we love you so much, and we will see you guys again very soon.
Bye. Bye.